So what we got right here is the flow map of what a real estate investor would get. For example, if you were to be a real estate investor, whether you do wholesaling, whether you do fix and flips, whether you do creative financing, subject to seller finance, or even you are an agent as well, licensed agent, or have agents under your hood, you would want to monetize motivated sellers that would come either from Facebook, they would come either from YouTube, they would come either from Google. So Google is PPC, YouTube is YouTube ads, in-stream video ads. So it's a whole different animal because it's video. And Facebook. Facebook is static pictures or video creative. And this is material that we will essentially create for you. It's already done, but we will also give scripts for you to create those type of advertising, those type of creatives. We usually will start in phase one with Facebook. And what's going to happen is people are going to be targeted through our advertising on Facebook. It's going to be a static creative or video creative again. People are going to go to an opt-in form or a survey. It depends on the market, depends on the testing that we do, but essentially it's going to be an opt-in form that is going to ask questions such as what is the property that you need to sell, why you need to sell your property, certain things about their contact information. If it is a long survey, we're going to ask a little bit more questions, add a little bit of friction. And once they complete this, there's two different routes that this lead go. This lead, the journey of the lead, which is going to be someone that showed interest in your ad because you have an offer and they have a property to sell. The seller would come in and be created, will be stored in the CRM immediately. We will give you a CRM or we will make sure to connect as best as possible with your current CRMs. It could be a Podio, it could be something else. We will project manage that part. And the leads will also have a step two. So there will be a point where leads will have the ability to self-book an appointment through your calendar. This calendar is usually within the CRM, is integrated within the CRM, or there's different tools to do this. But this calendar will have more questions about the situation. And we have about 20 to 40% of appointments, depending on the market, being done with this step. As soon as this happens, they go through a long form and the appointment is set. If people go through this route, then you guys are going to get, of course, a notification as an SMS in the CRM and an email. Appointment reminder sequence is going to go to the lead so that they don't miss their appointment. But that's one route if that happens in step two. What most of the time happens is that the lead will be stored within the CRM. And then as they get stored within the CRM, a series of other operations are going to happen. And we're going to go to that. Essentially, also, we want to make you understand that we have a service. We call them inside sales team agents that are educated, trained, and experienced in real estate. They will go ahead and handle calls. They no longer handle SMS, so I gotta change that part because the SMS will be handled by the automation of the CRM. So I say we'll handle the calls. It means that as soon as the lead comes in, within 5 minutes, they're calling. They're trying again the same day on a later time. They're trying again the next day. And they're going to try 4 to 5 times. We call them pushes in the first week. After that, they're going to keep trying for 2 months. And we're going to try to do a total of 17 pushes. Now, these people are going to be people from that are expats, American expats. They're living in different countries. And we're taking advantage on the fact that they're living virtually. They speak the language, they speak the culture, and of course, we are able to pay them a good salary. Now, there's other part of the funnel. There's going to be people that are going to come from retargeting methods. What does this mean? So we're gonna notice that as we get sellers coming in from the opt-in form or the survey or whatever it is, there's gonna be a pixel that is being built up, and also there's gonna be an exclusive audience database from what we see. That database we're going to feed to Facebook once again automatically, and we're going to feed to show the advertising again to people that are on the fence, and we're going to create lookalikes. Basically, people that are on the fence, we're going to do a bottom of the funnel ad, which is going to be a retargeting ad where we retarget them through video marketing, static picture marketing, and then the cycle goes back up. Retargeting lead form, they complete the form and they get stored in the CRM. They also get called by ISA, but they also have the ability to book a calendar, an appointment in the calendar. Now let's go back and let's take a look at this in a higher view. So remember how I told you that as soon as the lead comes in, they go into the CRM, right? And the CRM creates a different series of operations. Usually, what happens is the CRM will have automation in place where it's going to have a first follow up before we give them a cash offer or we get them on the phone. So the first follow up is going to be I want to say a little bit of aggressive, consistent in the first days. We want to make sure that we get this person on the phone as soon as possible, that they reply back. And we see about 60 to 75% reply rate on our SMS and email marketing campaigns. So as soon as that happens, as soon as the lead comes in, they will have a first email nurturing campaign and a 10-day SMS follow-up consistent campaign. Then they will automatically fall into a 6-month SMS and voicemail nurturing campaign. They will also be along that horizontally have a 180 days email nurturing campaign going on, so that these people actually answer their phone. And we have seen that people respond in the first 4 to 8 messages at first. They usually respond in the 4 to 8 messages or contact points, touches. We want to call them touches as well. The lead will respond, and as soon as the lead responds, which is right here over here, the client will take over. Okay, the client will take over. If the client has acquisition team, the acquisition team will take over to potentially understand the situation, build a report, further qualify, and understand how you can structure a deal around it. Like I said, it could be a wholesale deal, it could be creative deal, subject to fix and flip. The ISA, what they're gonna do, and they're gonna have different type of stages. The ISA can book a phone appointment with you and your team. So they're gonna book a phone appointment, and also you're gonna go through the notifiers, the notifications, and the person is also gonna get appointment reminder sequence. What happens when the ISA book these appointments? They're actually gonna go inside. They're gonna go and take the call, and they're gonna go and follow scripts specifically that will cover 4 to 5 pillars, which is motivation, time frame, condition of the property, and how much they actually want for the property. They're gonna cover all of that with the homeowner. So the homeowner is gonna allow us to understand what potential deal is going through even before the appointment happens. Now, it's very important for the appointment to be confirmed immediately. And when we say confirmation, is that the person that is receiving the lead, which is the investor, will need to 100% understand that this is a micro commitment by the seller, and you shouldn't wait for the appointment. Rather than that, you should confirm this appointment in quotation marks, which means that you're also going to start building a report, further qualify, and do your deals. Now, when the ISA calls, they could be going to a qualified or nurture stage, which means that you're going to receive an email and an SMS message as a client, and you're going to be notified by saying, hey, this is the actual This is the actual ranking or the rating that I see to this lead after talking with them. They want this. This is the motivation. This is where the situation is. You're going to get notified as an email, and you're going to have a live transfer. So from here to here, you're going to have a live transfer. A live transfer just simply means that you're going to be connected with the seller. So ISA calls, the ISA will qualify, pre-qualify, will not go too deep into things, will not promise anything. It will just gather information and will make the seller understand, what's going on, but at the same time, ask questions to the seller so that it is sent to the client. And as soon as sent to the client as a live transfer, the client should pick up the phone. If they didn't pick up the phone, they should follow up immediately. Of course, there's going to be those people that are unqualified, not interested, and we're going to tag them as unqualified or not interested. Some of these people, I want to say about 15 to 20%, are either potential buyers or hackers, funnel hackers. They could be also other wholesalers trying to do business with you or trying to see how your funnel works. So you're going to have those as well, and you're also going to get notified. You're also going to see the people that are still working. This is going to be done within a sheet. It could be a fancy sheet or just a regular Google sheet. And if those that are still working, if the lead is stale for like 4 weeks, there is going to be an automated SMS and voicemail recovery sequence. All of this is going to be done within the CRM. All of this is going to be placed within the CRM. And then once again, if the lead responds, then you take over as a client. Okay. There's certain things that we want you to meet. Client is going to call to introduce themselves, to confirm appointments with qualified details, right? So you're going to have to introduce yourself to confirm this, but further you want to qualify, further you want to start the process from there. So if a seller books an appointment, you're not going to wait until the appointment happens. Let's say next Friday. If today is Tuesday, you're going to actually go ahead and call the seller right away. Tell them, thank you for booking your appointment. What's your situation? I see this in my notes. What's going on? If no appointment made, proceed to book one, of course, right? Because no one has booked an appointment. So you call them, the seller comes in, you follow up within 5 minutes, or you follow up very, very quickly, speed to lead. And then you would want to further qualify and follow your sales process depending on what it is, and book a phone call appointment or in-person appointment depending on how you actually do work. You're also going to set lead to appointment set in the CRM to trigger appointment reminders if that happens. It's very, very easy. We'll teach how to do that in CRM. You're also going to make sure that appointment is successful. These are very little expectations that we see from the flow, that we want from the flow. Of course, there is several other expectations, such as speed to lead. I want to be able to include that. Speed to lead is huge into this, and consistent follow-up. So this is basically the flow, how actually you would see motivated sellers come in. Now, there's another thing that we can also do. If you have a huge list from, let's say, source list from somewhere that you have a skip trace, a list that you have a skip trace, gather all the information from potential homeowners that fit your criteria as a potential motivated seller, and this list is over 5,000 or 10,000 contacts, you can give it to us and we will upload it to Facebook to match that user, and try to match that user, and we're going to try to retarget them through retargeting campaigns. At the same time, we're going to try to create lookalikes because these people may look like other homeowners. But this is exactly how it works, and this is the flow that you're gonna have as a real estate investor whenever you come into the program. And that's a very high level view.